high in the frigid peaks of the Himalayas, where an ancient glacier has stood sentinel for millennia. As the sun's rays caress the icy surface, a single drop of water emerges from the melting glacier, embarking on a journey that will take it across continents and through the very heart of the earth. The newborn droplet, no larger than a tear, trickles down the crevasses and ridges of the glacier, joining others of its kind to form a small, bubbling stream. The stream winds its way through the rugged mountain landscape, carving a path through rock and snow, as if driven by an innate sense of purpose. As the stream descends from the lofty heights, it gathers strength and volume, fed by the relentless melting of the glacier. The water droplet, now part of a mighty river, surges forward with newfound power, its crystal-clear waters reflecting the majesty of the surrounding peaks. The river cuts through steep gorges and cascades over waterfalls, the thunderous roar of the water echoing through the valleys. The water droplet, buffeted by the turbulent currents, remains undaunted, its journey just beginning. As the river reaches the foothills of the Himalayas, it slows its pace, meandering through lush green forests and terraced rice paddies. The water droplet, now part of a gentle, life-giving flow, nourishes the soil and quenches the thirst of countless plants and animals along its banks. As the river enters the lowlands, the water droplet finds itself swept into a vast network of tributaries and streams. The once clear waters become tinged with the colors of the earth, carrying sediment and nutrients from the distant mountains. The droplet, now part of a murky, meandering flow, begins to understand the true scope of its journey. The river, wide and languid, passes through ancient forests and sprawling wetlands. The water droplet, caught in the gentle currents, brushes against the roots of towering trees and the swaying fronds of aquatic plants. In these moments, the droplet senses the pulse of life that thrums through the river, connecting all living things in a delicate balance. As the river approaches the coast, it splits into a labyrinth of channels and estuaries. The water droplet, carried by the ebb and flow of the tides, begins to taste the briny tang of the sea. The landscape transforms, with mangrove forests and saltwater marshes dominating the banks, their twisted roots reaching into the brackish water like the fingers of a grasping hand. The water droplet, now part of a vast coastal delta, witnesses the incredible diversity of life that thrives in this transitional zone. Birds with vibrant plumage wade through the shallows, while fish and crustaceans dart among the submerged roots. The droplet marvels at the resilience of these creatures, adapted to the ever-changing conditions of the estuary. As the river finally meets the sea, the water droplet is swept into the embrace of the ocean. The droplet, now mingling with the vast expanse of the sea, begins to understand its place in the grand cycle of water. The journey has brought the droplet full circle, from the icy heights of the mountains to the depths of the ocean, connecting all the disparate parts of the earth in a single, unbroken flow. In the depths of the ocean, the water droplet finds itself caught in the powerful currents of the global conveyor belt. The droplet, now part of a vast, interconnected system, is carried across the breadth of the earth, traversing thousands of miles beneath the surface. As the droplet journeys through the darkened depths, it encounters a world unlike any it has seen before. Bioluminescent creatures drift past, their ethereal glow casting an otherworldly light in the abyssal darkness. The droplet marvels at the strange beauty of these deep-sea denizens, adapted to the crushing pressures and eternal night of the ocean floor. The currents carry the water droplet through underwater canyons and mountain ranges, sculpted by the ceaseless flow of the ocean over millennia. The droplet, a tiny traveler in this vast, submerged landscape, gains a newfound appreciation for the immense scale and power of the Earth's water. As the droplet nears the coast of a distant continent, it is swept upward by the upwelling of deep, nutrient-rich waters. The droplet, now infused with the life-giving elements of the deep, finds itself in the midst of a vibrant coastal ecosystem. Schools of fish swirl around the droplet, while seabirds dive into the churning waters, seeking their prey. The water droplet, now warmed by the sun's rays penetrating the surface, begins to rise through the water column. As it ascends, the droplet witnesses the gradual transition from the dim blue world of the depths to the bright, shimmering realm of the surface. The droplet, filled with a sense of anticipation, knows that its journey is far from over, and that the cycle of water will carry it onward to new adventures. As the water droplet reaches the surface, it is caught in the warm embrace of the sun. The droplet, now part of the vast, shimmering expanse of the ocean, is gently lifted into the air by the heat of the sun's rays. The droplet, now a vapor, begins its ascent into the atmosphere, leaving the world of the ocean behind. The vapor droplet, carried by the wind, rises higher and higher into the sky. As it ascends, the droplet mingles with countless others like itself, forming vast clouds that paint the heavens in shades of white and grey. The droplet, now part of a greater whole, marvels at the beauty of the earth spread out below, a tapestry of blue oceans, green forests and golden deserts. As the cloud drifts over land, the vapor droplet encounters the towering peaks of a mountain range. The cool air of the high altitudes causes the droplet to condense, forming a tiny bead of water once more. The droplet, caught in the cycle of precipitation, begins its descent back to the Earth's surface. The water droplet, now part of a gentle rain, falls from the sky and lands on the lush canopy of a tropical rainforest. The droplet, filtering through the leaves and branches, falls to the forest floor, where it is absorbed by the rich, loamy soil. The droplet, now part of the lifeblood of the forest, nourishes the roots of ancient trees and feeds the myriad creatures that call this place home. As the rain continues to fall, the water droplet is carried by the flow of a small stream, winding its way through the dense undergrowth of the rainforest. The droplet, now part of a greater journey, knows that its path will lead it back to the ocean once more. The cycle of water, endless and eternal, carries the droplet onward, connecting the sky, the land and the sea in a single, unbroken flow. As the stream carries the water droplet through the rainforest, the droplet once again finds itself part of a larger flow. The stream, fed by the constant rain, grows in size and strength, becoming a river that cuts through the dense foliage. The droplet, now part of a mighty current, is carried swiftly downstream past towering trees and cascading waterfalls. The river, a vein of life in the heart of the rainforest, is home to an incredible diversity of creatures. The water droplet, as it rushes past, catches glimpses of colorful fish darting through the shallows, while sleek river otters play along the banks. The droplet marvels at the abundance of life that the river sustains, a testament to the vital role that water plays in the Earth's ecosystems. As the river leaves the rainforest behind, it winds its way through rolling hills and wide, open plains. The water droplet, now part of a vast, meandering flow, is carried past fields of swaying grass and herds of grazing animals. The droplet, reflecting the endless blue of the sky above, feels a sense of freedom and possibility, knowing that its journey has no fixed destination. The river, as it approaches the coast, slows its pace and widens into a broad, tranquil expanse. The water droplet, now part of a vast, shimmering estuary, is carried by the gentle ebb and flow of the tides. The droplet, as it mingles with the briny waters of the sea, senses that its journey is nearing its end, but knows that the cycle of water will carry it onward to new beginnings. As the river finally meets the ocean, the water droplet is once again swept into the vast, eternal embrace of the sea. The droplet, now part of the infinite expanse of the ocean, reflects on the incredible journey it has undertaken. From the frozen heights of the mountains to the darkest depths of the sea, the droplet has been a witness to the beauty, diversity, and resilience of the Earth's water. And as the sun's rays once again warm the surface of the ocean, the droplet knows that its journey will continue, forever intertwined with the endless cycle of water that sustains all life on this magnificent planet.